on tiptoes. Her heart raced in anticipation of that first glimpse of her daughter. Francine was almost glad she was scheduled to have knee surgery. Otherwise, who knew when Angie would have found time to return to Harts Crossing? Angie's job at her big city newspaper was important and demanding. She hadn't taken a vacation in over 5 years. Or was it more than 6? And a serious boyfriend hadn't been in the picture for, well, too long, as far as Francine was concerned. "There she is," Terry, Angie's friend since kindergarten, exclaimed. Angie walked toward them, looking like a model in one of those glossy fashion magazines. She wore a sky blue blouse tucked into a pair of skinny jeans that fit her long, slender legs like a glove. Her thick, dark hair fell loose to her shoulders, where it flipped up on the ends. "Hi, Mom," Angie said, as soon as she'd cleared the security area. Francine kissed her daughter's cheeks, first on one side, then the other. "It's so good to see you, dear. How was your flight?" "Oh, don't ask." Angie turned toward Terry. "I didn't expect to see you here."
"Are you kidding?" Terry replied. "I couldn't miss your homecoming."
Softly, Angie said, "It's not a homecoming, Terry, just a visit, just until Mom's back on her feet." There were volumes of meaning behind those simple words that Francine wasn't meant to hear, but did. "Oh, God," she prayed, "help us find a way back to one another. Help Angie find her way to you. Make these weeks she's here with me be a new beginning for us." Terry glanced at the child beside her.
"Angie, you remember Lisa?"
"You're kidding." Angie's eyes widened in surprise, and she shook her head. "This can't be your daughter. She wasn't this tall the last time I saw her."
"Kids grow a lot in 4 years, Ange. Lisa was 5 last time you breezed through town.
Now she's 9. Terry softened her not-so-subtle rebuke by adding,
"We miss you when we don't see you. Emails and phone calls just aren't enough."
Francine decided now would be a good time to interrupt. "Angie, you haven't met our church's new pastor, John Gunn. Pastor, this is my daughter, Angie."
"A pleasure to meet you, Angie. Your mother's told me a lot about you."
"All good, I hope." Angie smiled politely as she shook the pastor's proffered hand. "It's nice to meet you, too."
"I offered to drive your mother down here in my SUV," John said. "She wasn't sure how much luggage you'd have and was afraid it wouldn't fit into her trunk."
"I didn't bring a lot." Francine touched her daughter's forearm. "Well, let's go get what you did bring, shall we?" She didn't want to say so, but she needed to get off her leg. Her bad knee was throbbing something fierce.
"Ange," Terry said, "why don't you and Pastor John get your luggage while Lisa and I take your mom to the car?"
"Sure, that's fine with me." John handed the keys to his vehicle to Terry before walking with Angie toward the baggage claim area.
"You hold on to me, Mrs. Hunter."
Terry tucked Francine's hand into the crook of her arm. "We'll get you to the car and off that leg." "Thank you, dear. I didn't want to make a fuss and spoil Angie's arrival, but I am hurting a bit." Gratefully, she leaned into Terry and allowed herself to be helped outside. Their destination was about an hour's drive from the airport, but the time passed quickly, aided by Terry's efforts to catch Angie up on all the latest news of the folks of Harts Crossing. As owner-operator of Terry's Tangles Beauty Salon, she was in a good position to know, perhaps even better than Bill Palmer, the editor of the local weekly newspaper, the Mountain View Press. Headed toward the rugged mountain range to the north, they drove through farmland that had been reclaimed from the high desert country of southern Idaho. An abundance of horses and cows grazed in pastures turned emerald green by irrigation. Tall poplars shaded old farmhouses and barns that had been bleached over the years by the relentless summer sun. At last, John Gunn slowed his Ford Expedition as the 2-lane highway topped a rise, then spilled into Harts Crossing's Main Street. Of course, the heart of downtown was all of 3 blocks long. Blink and you'd miss it. Several people sat on benches outside the Over-the-Rainbow diner, licking ice cream cones and enjoying the mild spring evening. 2 women pushing strollers gazed through the window of Yvonne's Gifts and Boutique. The Apollo movie theater's marquee flickered and sputtered as if it could